Hello, hello, Adrian here. Well, we've now gotten to sort of the end of the very basics. And now that we're in the world of sort of setting this up for VR and also setting it up for interactivity, depending on which of the templates you picked, you may want to actually try interacting with this map in a different way. And so even though we sort of got the first-person template sitting here, we don't want to have to start a new project to get access to one of the other templates. And so what we want to do is actually import one of those templates. And we can do that quite easily. So remember that green button from the very first episode of being in Unreal. We can click that and we not only can add all of the sort of things like materials and a bunch of other new stuff that we're not going to cover in this tutorial series, but should have a look at it after. We can set up or bring in a feature or content pack. And these are come in sort of two flavors. You can get content packs which are actually like things you bought from the marketplace, but you can also grab yourself a blueprint feature. And these blueprint features are actually what let you interact with your world differently. And so what you want to import is the virtual reality project. And so you just click Add to Project. It'll start importing all the information that comes with that. And inside of our folder system, if we go back to content, we'll see a whole bunch of new folders show up. And what this has done is it's basically just imported all of the folders that are required to run the VR template in here. And that also includes the maps. So we open up the virtual reality blueprint, open up maps. We can open up the maps that already have everything set up for us. So even though you don't want to sort of lose your work, you can grab one of these, double click on, for instance, the motion controller map, which if you're using a Vive, you want to be using this one. Double click on that. And it'll also ask if you want to save, so make sure you save, and it'll open that map up. And so now it's as if we made a new file, but we still have all of our old stuff. So let's say that you've only just imported your geometry in, or maybe you've just added in some interactivity or made some textures. You can not start from afresh, but start with some of your new materials. So I can grab our funky wooden glass material, dump it onto this floor, and make ourselves a wood glass floor, which is a bit strange, but we may want it in the long run if we want to make our amazing palace of wood glass floors. So there we go, the most polished of wood floors you'll ever see, and also some really weird jittering, which is because this computer is, well, a bit bad. But yeah, so now we're able to immediately go into VR. If I had a Vive connected, I'd be able to actually play from the Vive, but I can't because it's not connected. But that's the basics of, or that's how you would import a content pack. And just as a note, you can get back to your old world. So there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can go to levels and open up your old level, which you can, it's not in here. Okay, you do actually have to put it in there for it to be visible, but the other simpler way to do it is just to go to the first person blueprint, go into maps and open up the map before, and we'll just save this map. And that's our map again. So do be aware, maps are kind of like files, like we'd said in a previous video, so all the stuff exists in there in terms of the assets you've put in, but of course you still always have the content browser to move stuff from one to another. So, and you can copy and paste stuff between maps as a note, so you can grab, for instance, these fellows, Control-C, open up the other map, wherever it's gone off to. Let's grab our map. And those should show up somewhere. There we are. So you can copy and paste between maps. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
This project was supported by a UTS Widening Participation Strategy, First Year Experience Grant, funded through the Australian Government Higher Education Participation and Partnership Program. The videos were produced by Matthew Austin and Adrian Taylor.